Hey Cancer, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of November. We are right around the corner from the new year, so let's see if we're aligned. I definitely recommend watching the manifesting video, which was posted last month in October. It's going to explain to you that whatever I'm giving you here, is in your control. Right now I'm doing the collective reading. This is a general reading, right? So it's the collective, all Cancers, and where they are energetically, the majority of them, right? So if this doesn't align with you and you feel like you don't like the outcome, but everything makes sense, it's because that's where you are energetically. So as a collective, if you change that energy and vibe and kind of like work on yourself, because it's always working on yourself, because it's you in control of your destiny. You are the ones that are kind of laws of attraction, putting out that energy of what it is that you're receiving, right? So don't like it, you can change it. If you like it, keep it. And remind yourself that if you're in a positive mindset, stay in a positive mindset. So let's go ahead. We're going to first pull a card that's going to give you the energy of, I'm going to leave that because I think that's yours. An energy for the month of November, what that looks like, and then we'll pull past, present, and future. So the card that came out is opposition. So I'm getting vibes of like butting heads and probably a lot of it's like within yourself. So this will be butting heads with people, a person, but a lot about, and there's a big chunk of you guys that are having an emotional conflict within yourself about what is right and wrong to do. So this is going to be a very tough one for you. So I'm shocked because everyone so far has had like beautiful growth and new opportunities, all this stuff, and you guys are, it seems, kind of stuck. So I'm hoping that if you see this reading, you'll kind of like be able to tweak what it is that you need to do. But I do get a stuck energy right now for Cancer. Let's go ahead and see what that's about. We'll get some past, present, and future. I'm just interested to see what is going on that is making you feel like you're in opposition, maybe with yourself or with somebody else. Okay, so that came out, and we'll just keep on rolling. Okay, so the past here, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Ace of Wands. So I'm getting a sense that in the past, and this I feel like was very recent past, you had an opportunity to make a change, change a way of life, change what you're doing, whether it be work, family, friends. Maybe you moved away and started over for yourself or something. There's some kind of change, something like an opportunity that bringing you excitement, bringing you, and this was divinely handed, by the way. So if you feel like everything just like fell in your lap, like it made sense, is because your guides wanted you to move on or move into something different. So they handed this to you. And it seems to me, so the Queen of Cups energy in reverse really is your thing. Like you're emotionally giving me like whiplash in the past here. And it almost feels like it's bleeding into the future a little bit, which makes sense because there's opposition and there's like no balance in your life right now. I think you made decisions. You've honored those decisions and stuck with it. And for some reason, you're going back to like the past. I don't know how this makes sense. I'm trying to think of like an example and what like my guides are saying, but I don't want this to be love reading, but I'm just going to say, if you were in a relationship, and again, just twist this, it could be work, it could be friends, it could be family, but if you were in a relationship, for example, it seems like you left this person and then you made moves to do something different. Maybe you moved somewhere else, moved out of their house, and now you've broke away, and now all of a sudden you're back in their house. And so like there's a lot of like question marks I'm seeing, like what are you doing? And I think your guides are giving me these question marks because I'm getting emotional whiplash. I'm getting like you are not listening to yourself anymore. You are confused, you are hurting, and your guides see you and they want to help, but they don't know why you're not listening. I think they're trying to send you things and do things for you. I feel like you have more opportunities that come and you ignore it. Or you don't realize that there are opportunities and it's just like you're doing like seeing the negative in everything instead of the positive. Like you're emotionally not seeing, like your brain and your heart are not synced, if that makes sense. And that's the past, but for some odd reason, I'm seeing that kind of like bleed into the future. Again, because the opposition card is here. So there's something in that. And now in the present, I'm seeing the Hermit in reverse. I'm seeing the Four of Cups, and I'm seeing 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this to me is like you're not going within. So you planned on doing things on your own for a little bit. And it seems like you are not even taking a second to rationalize your situation, to talk yourself through some emotions. Instead, there is a fear of loss. So you're trying to backtrack so that you can fill that void instead of healing things within yourself and getting perspective. So that is very like telling for what is going on in the future. Again, opportunities are consistently being handed. So this is like the Ace of Cups, the divine handing you an opportunity, and you're just like, ugh, so what? Like, there's so much pain and so much confusion that you don't even realize those opportunities, so you push them away. And you're like, no, I'm in this rut and I have to figure it out. And I keep getting something that you're saying, like, this is my life now, da da da. But it's your life because you're making it your life. Like, you are inadvertently creating this for yourself. You're not stuck. You don't need to go back to this person. You don't need to make a decision one way or the other, but like to kind of like pull yourself emotionally out of that so you can logically see what is happening, and you're just not doing that. And like you are delaying. So the 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful card, but it's in reverse. And you're delaying anything that is supposed to be good for your future or good for yourself because of what you're doing right now. So whether it be stability financially, stability within yourself, stability within a relationship, because it could be a different relationship, it's not there. There's a miss here in the present because you are stuck, emotional whiplash within your situation. So seeing this and hearing this can give you an opportunity to be like, okay, well, let me see how I can change. What can I change? What can I do? What can I work on? Because we all have to work on ourselves. It's not anyone else. It's always within us. And trust me, I have a hard time. I have to do this. I consistently have to like realign myself because I'm human and I have an ego. We all do. And we all have our own traumas that kind of trigger us in certain ways. So it makes sense. I feel like maybe your trauma is triggered, so you're going back to whatever feels safest, even if it doesn't make sense for you or for your relationship. But what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Five of Cups energy. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Sun in reverse. So you are severely delaying any positive outcome. You're not mourning the past. You don't mourn the past. Again, you don't see things clearly, logically. That's the Queen of Swords. There's no logic. That's out the window. And so there's no happiness. I feel like whatever was supposed to be in the past that you left was consistently like a black rain cloud, and there's always trouble. And I feel like you're going back thinking like that things are going to be different. Again, it could be work, could be friends, could be family. So you keep going back thinking things will be different, things will change. And it doesn't, because this situation, there's no opportunity for it. Happened such a short amount of time. It doesn't have an opportunity to change. It doesn't have an opportunity to be better. And I don't think it ever will, because I think if it's a person, they're set in their ways. They might give you like 2 weeks of I'm different and then go back to the whatever they were doing in the first place, because that's just who they are. And you're just not a match. And that's okay. And same thing with work. Maybe you give work another opportunity instead of going and finding a new job. And then you realize, wow, I'm still miserable. It doesn't change. And I don't think that you give yourself an opportunity to mourn. You don't give yourself an opportunity to move on. You don't think about it logically. You're just stuck in like what makes me feel safe, and I'm scared, which is all fair, but that's your future. Like there's no change. You made a change. You walked away and moved away from that, and then you backtracked. And so like your future is just back to the way it was in the past. So if you don't like that, again, you are in control over this. You are completely in control of changing this. I can't change it. I'm just given here what I can see. And I think the fact, like, this should be so empowering. Like, okay, I see that. I'm willing to make changes within myself to move on. And knowing that you have the power is so empowering. Like, no one else can, bring you down or break you. No one can. If you can walk with your head held high, people can throw as much crap at you as they want. But, like, as long as it doesn't affect you, it doesn't matter. If you don't let it affect you, I mean, it doesn't matter because you control this. So if this message resonates, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. I really hope that I can do another, like this reading next month is going to be a whole lot different because I want you guys to have like a beautiful ending after this. And thank you guys for coming back, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.